Hi Paula, hi Real Woman of Philadelphia. You know what, it's been an awesome 6 weeks and I know everybody along with me has been cooking up a storm. So I'm so excited to have you guys in my kitchen this week because y'all, we are going to make an awesome appetizer. I think it's a twist in an all-American classic. It's my version of little mini hamburgers. They're not sliders, they're melt-in-your-mouth burgers. These are going to be mini burger wraps. So come with me, let's get started on these mini burger wraps I think everybody is going to love. Let me show you the simple ingredients. Of course, simple ingredients make an awesome appetizer because it's quick, easy to make these burgers nice and creamy. We need our star player, the one and only, how American does it get, then Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese, the one and original only. So let me show you what other ingredients we're going to use for a burger. As you can imagine, we're going to have ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, some ground beef, some mozzarella, a little cheddar cheese, and let me tell you, baby, the good thing about this is you can use any kind of cheese that you want. So let's get started on this simple, easy, fun, entertaining appetizer that I'm sure you're going to love. The first thing we're going to need here is 1/3 pound of ground beef. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just plop this ground beef right into the bowl, into the mixing bowl. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons based on your taste buds of Worcestershire sauce. I just like to eyeball this, okay? It gives it a nice savory flavor to the ground beef. So with savory, you can't go wrong, right? And also, I like to go ahead and dice some onion. Now, not everybody likes onion. I know because my husband, he doesn't like onion. He's not a big onion fan. He doesn't really like them in his burgers, especially raw. But I happen to like them. So I'm just going to say about 1/4 cup of smally diced white onion. So we're going to go ahead and add that right there to our ground beef. And another ingredient that I like to add is my cumin. So I have 1/2 a teaspoon of ground cumin. Again, it's adding to the savoriness of the burgers. Let's go ahead and make these nice and good. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is take a spoon and just mix this together. While I'm mixing this together, I'm going to go ahead and make sure my pan, my skillet's on a high heat. So we're going to walk over to the stove in a second. Make sure we got a pan on a high heat, which we'll be bringing down to a medium in a little bit, because this ground beef is not going to take that long to cook. As you know, ground beef is a very quick cooker. That's why it makes it for a simple, easy appetizer. Now, I mean, think, doesn't everybody love burgers? I mean, it's something so traditional about, I mean, when you think of American cuisine, you just think of burgers. So to have the opportunity to make a little and bite size, it's just great. So let's go here to the stove. We got this mixed up good enough. Gonna bring it to high heat, like I said, and just pour this meat right on here. Oh, there we go. Hear that sizzle. Oh yeah. Sounds good. Like to use a plastic spoon to break up this ground beef a little bit more. Sounds real good. Let it start cooking. You know what? A good way to mix your beef is to use our hands. You like to? It's always good to do. Now I got it at a high heat, so I'm going to bring it to a medium heat. I'm going to walk over here and we're going to get started on our Philadelphia cream mixture. That's going to go inside these mini burgers. So what I like to do is I have 6 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, the one and only baby. 1/4 a cup of the sharp cheddar cheese, 1/2 a cup of the mozzarella, all the good ingredients. We're going to go ahead and get a mixing bowl, small mixing bowl. We're going to add those together. So here we go. Cheddar cheese, mozzarella, and the Philadelphia cream cheese. So let's get started. Go ahead and mix these together. It's going to come together so nicely. Now to this, this is the part where it gets fancy, baby. We're gonna go ahead and set this aside, and we're gonna bring in our herbs. Now I like fresh herbs. I have them all year long, and the way I do that is just by having a small herb garden. And what I could go ahead and do is bring those herbs in my house, and I don't have to run to the grocery store and buy herbs all the time. And they're so simple. You can just get it at any hardware store. So here I have some thyme. This is German thyme. Over here I have some oregano, and I have some basil also that I brought in. I'm just going to go ahead and dice this up. Let me actually just chop this up. And put that in here. We're going to go ahead and mix that. Okay, we got our Philadelphia cream cheese mixture ready to go. Now that was with 1 teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of thyme. Those herbs are just going to add a wonderful flavor to the cream cheese and just make it melt in your mouth good. Now let me tell you, if you like a spice in your life, here you go. This is the red pepper, crushed red pepper. Go ahead and put that in that mixture if you like a little spice. I'll give those burgers a nice kick. So let's get started. I have the pickles right here, some sliced dill pickles, and some diced tomatoes, and a ground beef. Look at that, it's ready to go. So let's get ready to assemble these burger wraps. Now I have right here our egg roll wrap. We're gonna go ahead and cut this in a triangular fashion. Go ahead and just tuck in these sides right here, just like that, voila, and go ahead and put it in a small muffin pan. So I have the pan lightly greased or lightly sprayed with some cooking spray. That's going to help it give it a little crunch too. So what I like to do is I like to take a fork, go ahead and just first lay down one of these little pickles. Okay. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put some ground beef in here. I like to use my hands here so I can feel the food just a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and add that cream cheese mixture right on top. I like to use the hands again. I like to feel the food. This is about half a teaspoon of the Philadelphia cream mixture. So good. Now, what is burger without the tomato? Just go ahead and stick that tomato. Now, last but not least, we like to go ahead and put a little ketchup on those burgers. I just lightly just ketchup them. Aren't they looking pretty? They look so good already, and they haven't even cooked. So what the last step that I like to go ahead and do is just go ahead and spray them with a little bit of cooking oil here. Drizzle it over. And then voila, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, baby. We're going to go ahead and stick these in an oven 350 degrees for 12 minutes. See you in a bit. They'll be ready. Bye. All right, ladies, it's this time. This is the main test. Let's pull these out of the oven here. These are our mini burger wraps. They look so good. Let's bring it over here and let's get these plated. Of course, what pulled it all together was that Philadelphia cream cheese. Can't wait to taste one of these. My mouth is starting to water with the ground beef with savory Worcestershire sauce and the ketchup and the pickle. Ah, so beautiful, so good. And of course, the creamy herbed Philadelphia cream cheese. Give it a taste test here. I'm speechless. It's a burger. It's on a mini little egg wrap. So yummy, so crispy. It just melts in your mouth. I love you guys. See you next week. Christina Josetta. Bye.